Welcome back. Another wonderful day of definition. We are here doing a push day. So we're gonna try to change it up as far as like schedule goes. I'm just gonna pretty much do what I feel is like good for that day. Had a long day yesterday. Lady had an event, successful event, but it was a long day. 5 a.m. to almost 1 a.m. Like long day, but we got through it. Oh man. I was not expecting it to be warm in here today. I know it's warm outside, but like it's warm in here today. Normally it's not. Normally it'd be kind of cold. I'd rather be hot because normally I have a hoodie on to help me sweat a little bit more. Like it'd take a lot for me to sweat, like a whole lot. But man, right now I don't even think the air is on in here. Normally it's all cool in here. I can't break a sweat for nothing. Right now, like I stretched a little bit. Chest was feeling a little tight, shoulders feeling a little tight, so went kind of light just warming up, and I ain't gonna say I broke out in the sweat, but I can feel it. And we were talking a little bit about the Drake album. My trusty partner in crime here was not too impressed with Drake and his 3 album dropping. But I can say I've listened to 2 fully, at least a few times. So today I had the headphones on, but I'm not having it loud. I just like hearing it. I think he's got some really good beats on there, really good melodies. Am I a huge fan of like the whole like still talking about everybody? No, but I mean, that's what he on right now. But I like it. I do. I like the 2. I feel like all 3 of them got different vibes. Some nice little drops, nice little beat switches, whatnot. So I've been focused on more of that. Slowly starting to dive more into like the lyrics of what everybody's saying. Been listening to everybody's blogs and whatnot, vlogs, things like that. It is what it is. Everybody's gonna have a mixed opinion about it, but it's also hasn't even been out a month yet. Like everybody and their mom is like analyzed this thing already. I think it's funny.
You whisper my name cause the way that it carry, you can't even speak. Yeah, you can't even speak. What's my name and don't say it too loud cause you gotta come here and you know I pop out. We turned to Coachella, had boys backing down and we might do the same if we touch rolling loud. If you my nigga, then say that my nigga. Like what's up my crow, they come hug me right now. Come on to me and get one of them out cause you know how these niggas been counting me out. Okay.
Now, I do not go really heavy on these, or when I do it like free weight, I really don't go too heavy. Now, if I'm doing like my dumbbell presses that are inclined, I'll go heavy. But on this, I really just want to feel squeeze at the top. Stimulate the muscle. I feel like it's almost one of those ego lifting things. You're trying to sit up here and do 3 and 4 plates over here. Unless you're an open bodybuilder, bro, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, you'll mess around and tear something. Unless you just got awful strong. Hey, by all means, not gonna knock you. I am by no means an expert. I just been around for a while. That's it. But these, I like to go up just a little bit. Progressing with myself, trying to get back comfortable pressing with a straight bar. That's why I'll go over to the freeway every once in a while, but I want to stay over here for a little bit just so I can kind of get my body like acclimated. I don't think people realize you can't half-ass a prep. I don't care if you're a pro, I don't care if you're an amateur, you cannot half-ass a prep. you half-ass the prep, or you get to like thinking that like you got this going into a show, you'll get your ass kicked easily. You should always be hungry. Always be hungry. If you're not hungry going into a show, and I don't mean like actually hungry for like food. I'm talking about like hungry. Like you have that mindset of I ain't shit. I'm not shit. I am the underdog here at the show. I don't care if you are the favorite. I think for me personally, and a lot of guys I know that compete, pros and amateurs, they still have that dog mentality in them. Hey, I still got to get this out the mud. Like, I'm still new to this. Like, I'm 35, and I still feel like I'm a baby in this. I don't feel like I'm above anybody or anything like that. Like, but I do like have the confidence in myself to be like, hey, if I go into a show, bro, I'm not getting out the top 5. It's just not happening. I will be in first call out, and that's been my mindset while competing. Everybody else's mindset ain't like that. Some people are like, hey, I gotta win, or it's nothing. Me, I'm like, hey, gotta place top 5, or it's nothing. Like, it was a terrible show. Don't want to think about it. Don't even want to dwell on it. But I do think that as long as you have that dog mentality and be like, hey, I'm not nothing, but go in there with your confidence. If you know that you're finna win the show, say that you're gonna win the show. But in the same instance, train like you still trying to get it out the mud. I think that makes a world of difference. World of difference. I don't care if you're lifting free weights. I don't care if you're lifting machines. I don't care none of that. I think mindset, so that anything, is key.
Why would I play when I know the shit? Why would I play when I know the shit stop? Tell the DJ go run that. Tell the DJ go run that. I got so many issues, and I bought me some more missiles. I was sitting there by myself, dog. Ain't nobody giving no tissue. Why would I play when I know the shit? Why would I play when I know the shit stop? Tell the DJ go run that. Tell the DJ go run that. I got the jump stone.
I know I seen that chest on Chiron from Pittsburgh. I was like, damn. It looked like he was inflated up here. I was like, shit, I need that type of chest. Chiron's not going around here saying he's the strongest fucking person in the world. I don't give a damn how strong you are. You can be as strong as an ox, and your physique can still look like shit. Or in bodybuilding, you're sculpting, you're molding your body to how you want it to look. And you sitting up here still talking about some, oh, I still do these numbers, bro. You thinking of the wrong thing. You in the wrong sport. Nobody worry about counting the numbers over here. Right? Again, you can be the strongest man, woman in the world. Bro, if your physique look like trash, your physique look like trash. Plain and simple. It's how you train with it. Every once in a while, might go back to deadlifting, might go back to squatting. Bad knee for squatting, but I do it every once in a while. But I do think those are staples in order for you to get to a certain level of physique. And then it's all about refining and tuning. I know my body now at 35 is totally different from 25. I know my 25-year-old body was definitely different from my 15-year-old body. So it just depends. It depends on you, your genetics, and what you bring to the table. I did think everybody that was in that top 6 looked great. Thought they all looked, phenomenal. I did think that wasn't the best Cisco, but it was good enough to beat out number 6 in the world to get a top 6 placing. He's just not as sharp as he was last year, and I feel like he was not as big as he was last year. Then who they have in 5th place? Vitor. I thought Vitor looked a lot better in Memphis. After I seen some like up close and personal pictures that I had a close friend that was at the show, I thought he did look almost the same as Memphis, maybe a tad bit better. It still wasn't his Arnold look, which his Arnold look was phenomenal, but it was still a solid look. Still had him in the top 5. Banks, I thought he came down, him and Cuts came down a little bit too much. And I don't know, maybe it was them trying to fill the body back out and they didn't have enough time to, because he did come down a lot. Like, you're talking about somebody that was pushing like his weight cap last year, and then you coming down and You back to almost close to your rookie weight, kind of, sort of. It's just a lot to fill back out, man. And they still trying to play around with his peak probably. Like they haven't had to peak him at this weight in a very long time. Third, you had Evon. Probably one of Evon's best looks besides New York. And he was lights out in New York. I just think his detail, great. Structure, great. Muscularity, great. But when it comes to like back width, between him and the same thing as him and Ali last show in New York, like I just think it came down to who had more detail, who was sharper, was Ali better than him? Would I say Ali was better in New York than here? Slightly. But I do think Ali just overpowers people with like his structure. Like, bro, he can stand from left side, he can stand from the right side. Like, serratus all the way up from like bottom of the chest to the top of the hip. Like, it's just nuts. I don't think his tan was dark enough, and I don't think he was full enough in his chest. New York, they said they went for a fuller look. They was gonna try to come in sharper. I think he should have stayed with the same formula that they did for New York and just went off of that. And I think he could have actually stood with Chiron. But if you look at Chiron, bro, I'm gonna go on the record. That was the best look on the men's physique stage since Andre of 2019 with the candy cane shorts. Like, that was lights out. Posing, balance, structure, detail. Tan was perfect. Glaze was perfect. Like, everything that he had going on that day was just perfect, bro. Like, that's probably the best peak that we've seen all year. Probably the best all year. It was lights out, bro. I got like 2 national shows picked out for next year. And I got like 2 other shows planned for next year. But if I can squeeze that one in there, because that's right after North Americans. So the way that I would probably want to do it is do that, Universe, North Americans, and then do South Bend and be done. And I can be done at the crib. First show of the year, though, I ain't gonna tell nobody about. Nobody's gonna know about that one. That one's a surprise. That South Bend one, yeah, that might have to be the move. That's gonna be so wild. So I was just doing it to do it because I was bored and I wanted to compete. So like, being able to do it and like, dog, if I can win an overall in my hometown with my kids, bro, I'd cry. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've never cried at a fucking show ever in life, but I would cry. I legit would cry. That'd probably be the most emotional fucking day ever for no reason. For no reason whatsoever.
But you forgot how I feel. Shot-town popping a pill, go on a drill, looking for someone to kill. White kids listen to you, cause they feel some guilt, and that's how your soul gets fulfilled. Handing out turkeys on camera inside of your hood, then you go back to the hills. How many houses you build? How many souls did you heal off the back of your deal? Difference between niggas getting you out of your deal and letting you out of your deal. Damn, against your will, how many new names do you got on your will? Damn, how many more times is y'all gonna keep calling it soft when it's silk? Damn, how many more interviews y'all gonna do just to get ice to chill?
Ideally though, I don't want to get too much bigger. Muscle-wise and density, I want to get bigger. Weight-wise, I really don't want to get bigger. I probably want to get like solid 220 for a few months, and then see where we can come down from there. Like, I know if I can come down to about my good weight on stage that I've like been like razor sharp at, between like 180, 185 pounds. I know I'm older and my muscle maturity's a little bit better, but I just know me. Like, I've been first show 2 years ago, I was 187 on my first show. I feel like I could have been a lot tighter. I came down to, actually it wasn't even a tightening thing, it was more of a fullness thing. Because I was so lean, but I didn't have enough to press up against the skin. So I still look good, still placed top 5, but I think more so now, it's refining what I have and not having to gain too much, but I do need to put on size like arm-wise, shoulder-wise, chest-wise. I think my back density has come up a lot. My back used to be like a strong point. I had my accident, ended up pinching my scapula pretty much like this. So I had a little atrophy back there for a few years, but it's back open, it's back prime. Like, I think I'm good now. Density is there, so it's more so just filling out upper shelf, arms. That's all my off season. As soon as I come back from Mexico, we rocking and rolling even harder. It's a little light. I can go up. Like I said, I'm probably gonna get back to doing push-pull. Push-pull legs and then rest and then go back to doing maybe a full arm day and a full shoulder day. I think that's probably gonna be my split for the rest of the year. For me, I like doing something that's like 60 to 70% of like what I would if it was like a max, if you will. And then being like, how much can I get between doing at least a couple sets of 15, couple sets of 12, couple sets of 10. I don't want to dip anything lower than 10. But I want to stay within that 4 to 6 set range. Like if we're at prep time, I'm easily probably going to end up doing 6 sets, easily. Don't ask me why, it's just what my body responds to and it feels good. Off season, I'm like, dog, 4 sets, 3 sets, all right, let's get it done and over. Like, no, I'm not doing this. Come on. Never rock. Reason why you should never rock is you're gonna start getting into a habit of relying on doing this in order to get the weight up. If the weight is too heavy, don't go that high. Stay at a good weight, get that full extension right here. Full extension. That way, you're only taking your front delt into the motion. You're not utilizing anything else. Let it hang, bring it back up. Sometimes I'll even bring it up here and then come this way. Or I'll start here, go halfway, then I'll come up. This depends on how you want to work it out. Today I'm not doing that. I'm just doing a regular front raise variation with dumbbells. Seeing this is my last one. Probably gonna do like 4 sets of them. So warmed up with those, so we'll probably go 25, 30, 35, 40. Like an actual like working set. That was fun. My master trainer that I have here, he's trained me and my fiance before, for me just for off season, her for a show. First time I'll never forget, did an hour workout of just arms, triceps, biceps. Then, a few months later, he's like, hey, you wanna do shoulders? Cool. Every shoulder exercise, we did warm up, working set, drop set. Every shoulder exercise. It did not matter what it was. It could have been shoulder press, dumbbell press, flies, rear delts, front delts. We did all shoulders, and that was how the entire workout went until we got to the last one. We started at the 5s for lateral raises, and I think we ended at like the 30s or 35s, and then went back down. This was not stopping either. There was no breaks in between. You'd probably get to about, there's somebody behind you, so you get to about the 10s, the other person started the 5s. And you get to about the 15s and the other person's at the 10s, you got somebody else starting at the 5s. So your job is to not get caught. Don't get caught. In a really great headspace, trying to get back in the groove. I know I had a few couple roadblocks in the past couple weeks as far as like training goes, but been some personal stuff. But other than that, man, I appreciate you. I appreciate the people that do watch. Appreciate y'all. The people that have watched, y'all stay tuned, because we got a lot of like fun stuff like coming about. Trying to actually work on something really decently big too. If we can land that, oh, we in there. We can do something and make it happen. But other than that, man, same time, same place,